Hello traders and welcome to the market opening preview on a Friday, NFP Day, August 7th, 2015. Traders, great to be with you. Coming to you live from Pattaya, Thailand. White blue sunny skies and white sandy beaches, but I have to tell you, it's nice and cool today. Absolutely beautiful. Windows are open, doors are open. Absolutely gorgeous outside. Traders, this is brought to you through FXCL Excellence in Trading. If you would, please come visit our site at fxclearing.com. It's a great site, good stuff. I think you'll have a good time just browsing around it. And it's got a lot of opportunities for you, so check it out. All right, let me introduce myself too before we get moving here. My name is William Gilday. I'm your moderator for the Market Opening Preview Series every single trading day before the London Open. Traders, I will tell you that 99.99999% of the time, I do this in the Asia session. Traders, I've been trading since 2006, and in 2008, I retired from a wonderful 27-year career as a firefighter paramedic out of the great state of Florida. Traders, came to Thailand 9 days later for a 3-month holiday. Well, it's 2015, 8 years later. And I'm still living here, so apparently I like it. It's great trading Forex in Asia because of the time zone, and you can basically trade all 3 trading sessions and get a good night's rest. However, I only trade about 2 to 3 hours in the New York session. Traders, I'm always looking for opportunities and probabilities that are on my side to make my trade successful. I do not win every trade. I mean, I do lose trades like everybody else. And that's just the way the market is, especially today with the sentiment of the market. The market, I have to tell you, is outright crazy. But that's for another story. So I'm looking at fundamentals, learning fundamentals, and it's, learning fundamentals. I've been learning fundamentals now. I think I'm on like my 4th year, and it's just a learning experience. I mean, you just gotta learn it and know what's going to react and what's not going to react. We don't predict price. We don't predict price. We put a trade on with price action because that's the most current data you're ever going to have, right? So that's what I do. I trade price action. All right, that's enough about me rambling on a Friday. We want to get this done quick today. All right, let's move over to the risk disclaimer. Risk disclaimer, here we go. Forex trading has a large potential rewards, but also a large potential risk. You must be aware of the risks and be willing to accept them in order to invest in the Forex markets. Traders, most importantly, please do not trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Always remember that past performance of any trading system or methodology is not necessarily indicative of future results. All right, let's take a look at the indices, how they closed yesterday. The US 30 closed negative 0.69%. The S&P 500 closed negative 0.78%. The NASDAQ closed 1.55%. And the small cap 2000 out of New York closed negative 1.45%. Wow. What a horrible close. Whew. All right, the DAX. Oh, the Eurozone's all red. The DAX is negative 0.44%. The FTSE 100 is negative 0.08%. The CAC closed at 0.09%. The Eurostoxx 50 closed at 0.23%. Let's head on over to Asia, where I am at. And remember that these countries are currently trading. The Nikkei 225 is down 0.24% in the red. The S&P ASX 200 out of Australia is negative 1.83%. The Shanghai is up 0.97%, and the Hang Seng is up 0.72%. Figure that out, I can't. But okay, let's keep going. And the Kospi is negative 0.15%. All right, I'll do it. I didn't even pull up my economic calendar today because, it's NFP Friday, and, I really don't care, what's coming out today. However, we do have a Bank of Japan press conference. Now, that can move the markets um, depending on what they say, but they're going to do something. I just don't know if they're going to do it today, but that's a high impact number, and I'd be careful of that one. And that comes out 30 minutes before the London Open. And basically, there's nothing else. Of course, we also have, as you know, it's NFP day, so we have the Canada's unemployment change. We have, of course, non-farm payrolls. They are expecting 223 today. I don't think they're going to get it. That's my personal opinion. And unemployment is at 5.3, and they expect it to remain at 5.3%. So there you got it. You got the whole scoop, right? One bag. You got the whole scoop right there. I just don't think NFP is going to get the numbers that they're saying. ADP came out low yesterday. ADP came out at what? 138, and they were expecting like 235. So you can't take ADP and match with NFP. They're totally two separate things. For those of you who don't know what ADP is, it is it's a company that's in all the states in the U.S. It's a payroll company. So you can have one employee, you can have 50,000 employees. They will do your payroll. They'll do all the taxes and the checks and the whole 9 yards. They do it all. And that's what ADP is. And that's why that number comes out every month. It's a huge company. And that's what ADP non-farm is. And we get that always the day before NFP to give us a range or a guide or whatever you want to call it of what NFP is going to do. And I don't know what the statistics are, I have to be honest with you, but I don't rely on it very much. I mean, NFP is NFP and ADP is ADP. I mean, they're two separate numbers. So we'll see how that turns around. So the news of the day is NFP. I mean, that's it. I mean, what can we say? If you get in a trade, you can get in it from now to about 90 minutes into the London Open, and then make sure you're out of your trades. Because by London lunch, the markets are going to clam up. There'll be no volatility. There'll be nobody trading, and there's a good chance you're going to get whipsawed out of your trade. So, if you're not in a trade by London Open or 30 minutes into London Open, just don't even trade and, wait for NFP numbers to come out. It's a good fireworks show, if nothing else. But always remember this, though. It's a great day to play golf. I'll tell you that because I used to be in a trading room when I first started in 2006, 2007. And in 2007, I joined this room, this Forex room. And it's no big secret. I talk about it all the time. It's FX Boot Camp. In fact, Wade McDonald wrote a great book. And I think he still has his room. But I think he's only doing New York session now for 3 hours. And I think his price is still the same. It's $300 a month. I don't think he's changed his price since he started. So, but anyhow, he doesn't like me, and I don't like him. So, but he's a very intelligent trader. He's an excellent trader, and I have respect for him. Doesn't mean I have to like him. All right, we're gonna take a look at some 30-minute Forex charts. Let's get a look at it. Remember that every candlestick on the chart is 30 minutes in duration, and let's start off with the euro. Now, this is outright ugly, right? How are you going to trade this, guys, ladies? How are you going to trade this? I don't want to buy the euro. I don't care that it went up. I see it went up in New York yesterday. I see it. That was because of the Great British Pound had data come out, and it was bad data. So, I see what's happening there, but I am not buying the euro. So I'm going to wait for it to close below the daily pivot point at 0906, and I'll take profit at the resistance line that's indicated on the chart with that yellow line there at 1.0873. I just want to sell the euro. All right. Let's take a look at the Great British Pound. That was the data that came out, and it's really funny. I don't trade news. I mean, why do I not trade news? Because I'm horrible at it. I'm absolutely horrible at it. I lose every time. I'm just bad at trading news. So I was watching, it was on Twitter. I'm a Twitter guy. I watch Twitter a lot. And yes, and I do tweet. You can always follow me at Twitter at WKG1960 if you're interested. So anyhow, I'm on Twitter, and this McLeod guy's been trading forever. Puts this range up and basically, it tells you to go long this way or go short this way, and, that's how you trade the news. Well, he made a lot of money yesterday because this thing just dumped. So I guess the news out of the Great British Pound was not good. However, that doesn't help us out today, though, right? Now in this nasty range through New York into Asia, it just went sideways from London lunch through the rest of the day. This is a 30-minute chart. So what are we looking for? Well, we need to pull back to this 55.37 area, and we'll sell it at 54.72. Are we going to get it? I don't know. It's NFP Friday. Traders don't trade NFP Friday. They go play golf, and those traders who come out in the middle of the night to trade sleep until NFP comes out. So that's my suggestion to you. Sure, my boss doesn't want to hear that, but that's the way it is. All right, here's the Aussie. Aussie really hasn't done anything in 24 hours, so this is the same chart as yesterday. There's no difference here. We're in this nasty range. There's no price action. The Aussie's done absolutely nothing. It's had data both days and has done nothing. But we're at resistance, so what do we want to do? We want to sell it. But I don't want to sell it until I get down to 73.19. Probably 72.90 would be even better, because you're below that S2 pivot. And we'll get out at 72.68. So just something to keep in mind. I have to tell you, traders, stay away from this Aussie pair today. Just stay away from it. It's just, they've had 2 days of data and no reaction to it. So if the Aussie doesn't react to it, do you think any of these other pairs are going to react to anything? No, everybody's waiting for NFP. Now, why are they waiting for NFP? Because if we get a good number in NFP this month, and now remember, in September, NFP comes out the first Friday of the month, and we get a second good number, there's probably a 99% chance that the Fed is going to raise interest rates in the United States 25 basis points, which is nothing. It's nothing. They're making a big deal over 25 basis points. I can't believe it. It's like, what are these people thinking? The numbers that are coming out of the U.S. have been so good for the last 6 months. I just don't understand what they're thinking. But that's only my personal opinion. Let's take a look at the Euro Aussie. Here's another pair. Look at this. Sideways action for 2 days. And really nothing to do here. You know what? Give me a closing candle below the daily pivot. 1.4823. And we'll take profit at the daily S2 at 46.88. I'm not too worried about, I know you're saying, well, William, but you got an S1 pivot on your chart. I'm not too concerned about that. I think it's going to go right through it. So I'm not really worried about it. I'm not really worried about the support line there. I don't think it's going to hold. If this thing's going to go down, it's going to go down. But being NFP Friday, I think we'll probably still be looking at the same chart on Monday. Now this is a pair I love to trade, but really is just like out of its mind. Yesterday, and all I know is one thing that I learned when I first started trading in 2006 is you sell at resistance and you buy at support. So we want to sell here. If it happens in 10 minutes after you see this video, sell it, and just take it down to the 200 exponential moving average at 135.85. We sell at resistance, we buy at support. That is like the ground rules. That's like Forex 101. That's like your first hour of class. Sell at resistance, buy at support. All right, let's head over to the new $0. Probably one of my favorite pairs to trade, but has not done nothing in 2 days. It's just hanging out at that resistance and that 200 EMA, and it's done nothing. So therefore, I just want to sell it. But you have to prove to me you're going to get through that daily pivot point. And right at the moment, well, I do like that it's a red candle, and I like that big wick. Because when I see a big wick like that, which, by the way, do you know what candlestick, what that candlestick is called? Anybody? Yeah, it's a hangman. The body might be a little bit big, but it's a hangman, and it's at resistance. So this has a really good chance of coming down today. So we'll keep an eye on that. And we're just going to take it to the S1 as marked on the chart at our support yellow line at 0.6518. All right, that ends our 6 currency pairs on this NFP Friday. And if you're watching this, go back to sleep or go play golf. All right, traders, on behalf of myself, William Gilday, and our great friends at FXCL, Excellence in Trading, thank you for joining me today. And remember, today is Friday, and you all know what happens on Friday after the New York close. We have the Friday wrap-up, and we're looking about between 10 and 16 daily charts for price action for the week ahead. Hope you can join me for that. So traders, have a great trading day, and we will catch you next time. If you don't see me tomorrow, please enjoy your weekend and enjoy your time with loved ones, friends, neighbors, and even the guy driving by. Just wave and say hello. Traders, have a great trading day. Always remember to trade smart and not hard. Catch you later. Ciao for now.